right? So it's a balancing act of having to turn off the stronger muscles and turn on the weaker ones.
Hey everyone, my name is Dr. Nick Housley with Motus Nova. I'm a licensed neurophysical therapist and neuroscientist helping brain injury survivors understand how to make functional gains after their injury. I hope this video helps you in your recovery.
So I will say this, I think that let's start by modifying that. I want you to just don't go straight to do a max effort, do a graded effort, and then see if that is making it a bit more manageable for you. So I just, in terms of quick feedback, definitely no eye-popping efforts, and kind of pull back on that effort a little bit, and that will, and the Motus hand should detect that and will make it a bit easier for you to go down to deflection.
You're talking about while I'm playing the game, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. For instance, whenever you're cued, like whenever you're playing Countdown, right, and you select which card you want to play, and then it brings up the screen that shows you that you have to move to execute the task. What you want to do in that case is, as those arrows are indicating which direction you need to go to, for instance, it starts going down, go down, but then start with like a moderate effort of you going down. And then what will happen, especially if there's a lot of force in it, it will detect that and it will slowly lower the assistance or the resistance there. And then that will help sort of move you down without having to go full Lou Ferrigno on it.
Okay. See, the problem I got is it moves me up to like the halfway point when it starts your every hand, and going down is at the halfway point. Going down is where I got all my motion and my strength. So I started off strong, pushing it down, and then immediately I'm not as strong the minute I get down farther. And then it gets really hard.
That is exactly that process of those transitions are really tough, right? Because you just turn on all these flexor muscles and you have to learn to turn them off and then to turn on at this point, our weaker extensor muscles, right? So it's a balancing act of having to turn off the stronger muscles and turn on the weaker ones.
Hey, if you're finding this video helpful, please hit like and subscribe to help other brain injury survivors learn how Motus Nova is changing neuro rehab.
And so that's why it's so challenging. Now, what I could say is, I may recommend actually doing a little bit of modification to the ranges of motion here to make it a bit more sustainable, if you're okay with that.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's see here. Where are we?
So this is actually going to change my machine?
Yeah, it will. Just subtly though.
Okay.
So it looks like, okay, so I'm really glad that we have dynamic assistance on. That's good. Okay, so I'm going to slightly modify our top end range a little bit for right now. Let me guess, are you also experiencing some fatigue when this is happening as well? Like because of that effort, you're getting some fatigue that's kind of building up and making it harder?
Yeah, after about a half hour.
Okay.
I can't move my hand up at all.
Yeah.
So I need all the assistance I get doing that.
Yeah. So I think I was actually just looking at the data right now. So I'd say that I was seeing a little bit of evidence of fatigue, as you said, at about the 40-minute mark. I'm seeing like objective evidence of that. Basically, well, what I see here is the ranges of motion start to come down a little bit, and that's pretty indicative. So what I'm going to do, actually, I'm going to reduce the top end range just slightly, and this should do two things, actually. One, this will actually reduce the amount of assistance it's requiring to bring you up into full extension. So that will help combat both of those problems that you're describing. And so this one modification should help provide a little bit of a more tailored approach for you. So let's try this setting and see how it goes for you. Okay.
Thanks for watching this video. If you have questions or would like to speak with me about how you can make functional gains from home, call or text me at 404-939-3476 or visit motusnova.com/contact.